Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down. Get it out on the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Epps. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Making side adjustments here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. On target to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to pass. Taking a shot on the first play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nimrod. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Come on, set. Go. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Epps. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Epps. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Hilltoppers have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's West. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Hilltoppers are facing 3rd and inches. Rides to back and leaves it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Epps. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put them in the end zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 4 over Bowling Green. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Bulls are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Inside the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Brown will throw it. Going for 6. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, the running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Inside the touchdown, WKU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And that last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. A fair catch, called for and made. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The play action fake. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable, the defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and this defense thrives on taking the football away.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the catch. It's Powell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Let's go. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Takes the handoff. It's Norton. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Bulls have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It's first down from the 11. Brown will throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. This time it's complete. He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Tried to buy a little time and then finally just said, let's run another play.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense is fast. They were able to get him outside of the pocket, chase him down, bring him to the ground.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. Runs through a tackle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking to throw again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed on the outside, it's Alexis. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Central Michigan went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Chippewas always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Henry. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Pulls it in. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the ball. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Boom. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. These corners backing off a bit. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Bulls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown will throw it into the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. He's looking to throw. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good, and they're down by just 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses